All right. I'm just want to go over in my head all the little things that I've been doing with. It's just because of all the zones of control here. One thing I'm going to say, though, I am happy, and it's like, thank you very much, German cavalry. The German cavalry was over here, and I'm trying to right now bring in fresh troops. I'm not going to say ultra fresh or whatever, but like fresher troops towards the front, especially for battle group 2 and 3, and then move the exhausted ones back here because I did bring in some replacement units. I've got the first army head no sorry the second army headquarters here and the 10th army there with the engineering unit, which I just shoved over here. And I did have some the Russians did have some replacement infantry division over here that was entrained just north of Vilna. And of course, because of this effing cavalry here, I couldn't just go straight down here. I had to, so I stopped here and then went around here. But I still had enough movement points to get them straight into Battle Group 4. So now I now have 6 replacement strength points sitting there. And I just brought the 22nd and the 24th Infantry Divisions, which were in Battle Group 3, over to here. So they'll be replenished. And they've been at it like since the get-go, like right off the bat. So I'm sure they're going to have some, much needed rest in Warsaw or whatever. And like I said, I'm so happy that the freaking German cavalry moved out of here, because if they hadn't, it would have just been one hex at a time. You know what I mean? Like it would have taken a very long time to try to, move the exhausted units. And plus, the other thing that's, well, kind of irritating is the fact that they're stacked up. There's like 6 divisions on each. So I had to play the little, I mean, luckily you don't have to worry about being overstacked until the end of a phase. But, it was something I had to keep my eye on all the time. Actually, I did want to move one more brigade over to Battle Group 2 and or 3, but I couldn't because it would have brought them over to 6.5. So, anyways, and so yeah, I'm going to do this combat here. I just want this freaking cavalry gone because it'll give me one extra spot of having no zone of control. It kind of speeds it up because, for example, I mean, if they had another one there, I wouldn't have been able to grab the 22nd and the 24th Infantry Divisions to go from, along here to there. I just wouldn't have had enough movement. Yeah, because there's only one hex at a time. It's kind of like trying to cross a major river. It's not easy. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. It's just difficult. There's just not a lot of, and yet again, it's now going to be 2 turn. Like I can't do any recombination. So all those guys are not going to be able to be recombined at the end of, at the very last phase of the Russian turn. So, oh well, that's it. Now I'll go off to the 4th Army and deal with all that crazy nonsense. But one thing I'm finding interesting is like sometimes more of like to get my thoughts out of my head or whatever, or like somewhere else transcribed or whatever. Sometimes I find it a lot better to write in the journal, I guess, like big long things, but other times like trying to I don't know, encapsulate what in the world's going on or something, or maybe there's just so many thoughts going on. I'm just never going to be able to write them down as well. Mind you, I'm starting to keep a little notebook in my pocket with a mechanical pencil. So any ideas that come to my head when I'm at work or whatever, I can just pop them in and go, hey, wait a minute, should do this, that, or the other thing. So yeah, and you can see what I mean by over here. That's why the stacking, it's like, what in the world? You got to be nuts. Like, cheapers jumping. Look at all that. That's insane, man. So I understand it's like, okay, all those -1/2 strengths shouldn't be, you could stack them up, but still, I mean, there's obviously counters underneath those. So yeah. All right, that's it.